It's easy to make a drum buildup, bro. First, you gotta have your regular drums, make your beat, and then all you gotta do is clone it, mute your main drums, and then play in your drum, your buildup, bro. Easy peasy. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Charles Paris. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I got my MPC One. I have my looper that I'm introducing into the channel, and my SP404 MK2. When I'm not on the Force, a lot of the videos will be on the MPC One. I'm trying to figure out my live setup and how I want to do things live. You know, loops on loops on loops. You know what I mean? Effects on effects on effects. But today what I'm going to show you is how to make an easy drum break without having to make a new sequence, right? So let's say you want to do it all on one sequence and you want to have this cool drum break, but you don't really want to go to another sequence and you don't really know how you're going to fit it in, and you don't want it to come on at the end of every 4 bars or 8 bars or 16 bars. Well, there's a little trick that I'm going to show you today. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you stay to the end. Make sure you check out that O.T.G MPC Stimmy Pack, where you can get these drums and a lot of the sounds that I use in my videos. If your MPC is skinny, go fill it up. 45 gigs, 300 plus progressions, all kinds of sounds. We got the Dynamic Duo. If you got an SP404, you could put it together. I got free drum kits. I got a drum app that I made that you could go access that'll tell you all kinds of different drum patterns to help you if you ever jam with your drums. Oh man, I've been working. All you gotta do, and if you want to support, just go click something down there, buy something from the store. That'll help your brother out. All right. So right now, all I'm doing is looking for a cool sample combination. We got that down. And now what I want to do is just go lay my drums down. I already have my snare. So, track edit, program edit, whichever one you want to call it, or if you're from the old days and remember program edit, it's called track edit now. That screen's one of the most important screens. You want to go over there and maneuver and deal with your volumes and all of that stuff from over there. That's the O.T.G method. All right. Now I'm about to mess around with these hi-hats, create some crazy alternating up and down ratcheted hi-hats using note repeat and 16 levels. You know, we'll loop over it a couple times so then that way we can have some fast ones, some slow ones. You know, we might turn the triplet on so that way we can have that kind of roll-off feel that makes it feel like it's off beat a little bit, and then switch between the pitch to do that with the 16 levels. It's a nice little vibe right there, you know. Then you could turn it down, put it in the back, add a little reverb. Don't say I ain't never put you on, man. For everyone that hates, there's going to be a lot of people that try it, and you're going to like that sauce right there. So we got the hi-hats dancing like diamonds. Once we get those laid out, get them in a certain way that I want them to feel. You know, we go right back over the program and into our sample screen. Going to add that reverb I was talking about from Sim 1. Boom. Now we're going to go ahead and add our kick in. And I still have my triplet on up there. You can see it. It says 1/16 triplet. And that's okay. You know, I might add a little bit of swing to it, but if the kick is a little off because of the triplet, that's fine, long as it don't feel too off. You might see what it feels like with a little bit of swing. Sometimes when you get your hi-hats dancing like diamonds and the moves is too amazing, you try to add a little bit of a swing to it. It's like turning in a circle too fast, trying to do the cha-cha slide. You might take something out. It's a whirlwind of craziness. So, you know, you might have to gauge how and what and when you do certain things, you know what I mean? Number one key, always turn it down real low and ease it in with the volume so that way you can see. You don't want your dancing like diamonds hi-hats taking over the whole beat and smacking up all the open areas, overwhelming the listener, you know what I mean? This screen is one of the most important screens in MPC history, to me, in my humble opinion. Make sure you check out the website, charlesparismusic.com, charlesparismusic.com. You can learn everything about me, see everything that I've done, all of my history, whole resume. The site is live, go check it out. Now it's just stacking claps, stacking everything. And a lot of this is important because when we provide that break, you know, when we make the break, when you stick to the end and you hear this break and how we weave it in there, part of having all of these sounds and different things kind of faded and working is because we're only going to have the drums, the sample, and the bass. And we want to be able to feel like we're seamlessly cutting from one thing to another. And then when it loops back, comes back around and feels like it's just doing it all over again. So there has to be some kind of intention in how you're making these moves. Now we're utilizing the drum effects, pump up that kick, get that kick feeling right. Sometimes, man, I get so into the music, I'll be saying something and then I forget what I'm even saying, bro, because one thing about this MPC that separates it from utilizing software and things of that nature is you gotta be plugged in with your ears. I think that's why a lot of people have some issues with hardware gear because the computer is so visual. You know, in a world where we overwhelmed and we don't really give our ears the credit because we spend a lot of time listening through phones and devices that degrade sound. You know, we lose sight that when we're producing, part of what we're doing is using our ears, and I think hardware reminds you of that. So when you're using something light, you go through the drum effects and make it heavy. You know what I mean? And just like right there, I had to listen to the bass because I wanted to make sure I liked how it feel. I liked the kick. I liked the spaces in between it. I like how all the for the most part, how most of the sounds are sitting. You know what I mean? And I feel like what it doesn't sound like now, we can fix in post editing. But in order to get to that, we got to go to the next sound. So I got a bass loaded up. And I'm trying to just move and get something. So that way I can show you this trick. Make sure you stay till the end. BrotherOTG.gumroad.com, BrotherOTG.gumroad.com, BrotherOTG.gumroad.com. Go check that out, man. All kinds of stuff. I wrote my first book about some conspiracy type stuff if you're into that. We got clubhouse rooms, live rooms that dig into that type of content. New music drop on Bandcamp, new album, beat tape, 2025. You could go listen at charlesparismusic.com, drum kits, everything. Alright? charlesparismusic.com, brotherotg.gumroad.com. All you MPC guys, man, I'm telling you, we got a lot. Alright, so we got the bass. And now we're cooking with fish grease. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I know I'm going to utilize just one sequence. What I'll do is add a bunch of notes, alternative notes, and just play the mutes. Alright, so right now, guys, we're going to the drums. Here's the secret. Here's the sauce. So right now, I'm going to try this shuffle, but I don't like it. So we take it off. And now I'm going to hit that little plus button. Now I'm going to hit that plus button. Now I'm going to hit the plus button. It's underneath the pencil on the right hand tool side. That plus button is going to clone this track. First I'm going to do my housekeeping so I can name it. Hit drums. When I hit that plus button, it's going to name it Drums 01, and it's going to start keeping track of all the copies of that, right? And so now we are over here. I'll go back to track 1, mute it, and now track 2, we have the same drums, same exact mix, same everything. Just on different tracks. And so because it's a clone, one won't affect the other. All it'll do is help. So now we create in our alternative drum pattern, our build up on our clone track. And because it's separate, it's there to help. It's already ready. You want to do this late, in my opinion, because in my opinion, you already have a feel. You already know how everything feels and it's going to be. So now you can come in and create your build-up, and it's going to fit the song versus you trying to do the build-up someplace else on another track. You can do it all from one sequence. So now we looped it out. I turned on my automation. When you load the screen, you might have some conflicts because one is already muted. So it's going to load up muted. What you got to do is unmute it and then unmute it and then switch to event or audio. So it's already muted under audio. You want to just go unmute it, switch to event, and then mute it back. That's your problem solved for that. And so now that I got that all set up, now we about to run it down. And you can see how you do it. You know what I mean? Track 1 is one drum, track 2 is the clone with the buildup. And now you can put the buildup whenever you want, especially using this new pattern mode muting. Now that I have that, I could just go through and do this. Get it all lined up, see how it sounds. If I don't like it, can do it all again. But we got a layout, you get what I mean? And we didn't have to overextend ourselves by trying to figure out the bars of how long that's gonna be and all that stuff. You know, sometimes you gotta simplify it and just get it done. All done on one track, just like we doing right now. And now we have our track with a drum build-up mixed seamlessly into our one sequence method. It's just about being efficient and utilizing your mutes. And this is going to help you because as you build up, like right now, if I wanted to do a second sequence, I'd have those drums playing, and then boom, we can make another one. You get what I mean? And another one, and another one, and it would be uniform. Get what I mean? All you gotta do is just clone that track and mute the first one, and you got build up, bro. Just like I said at the beginning. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you hit that notification bell. This one is a good one. It's a really good one for those who are looking for this information, for those who feel like you know everything. Well, know everything over there. If you're not helping, get out. Get out. I'm just joking, man. We got record this into the SP404 so you can see the audio from the MPC One going to the 404. And guess what, man? I was focused on this one. I wanted you guys to see how we could take something simple and turn it into crazy. So, forgive me if I zoned out a couple times. It's your brother O.T.G. Another one.